On today's video, you're gonna see on why you shouldn't repair a microwave that's gone bad. This is a microwave that is less than a year old, very tempting to take it apart and do the usual DIY style repair. Unless it's something really in the electronic side, it is not advisable to take it apart and repair a microwave, and we would see the reasons behind it. This microwave, we've set it aside for more than 2 weeks unplugged so that we could just take it apart and show you why we wouldn't be touching that and repairing. All right, let's take it apart. And that is your plate rotating motor, and simply two terminals, probably DC current coming in and spinning the rotating pan. And over here we have the bottom light. Again, simple LED light on the bottom. Okay, door comes off.
Okay, so we're going to follow the power in. Comes in from the main cord, goes to this board, which gives you some fuse protection and some noise reduction. Then from there, it comes into the main board, that's where all your controls are for your timer and all that. When the timer decides that the door is closed and that you need microwaves, then it sends the current to our transformer. This is where it gets deadly, because this takes your normal house current, jumps up to 2,000 volts. That's enough to kill you instantly. It will instantly stop your heart. There's no maybes, there's no ifs, there's no ands, there's no buts. The output of this transformer, these two wires, put out enough current to instantly stop your heart. It's stored in this capacitor. Your capacitor will store current for up to maybe 5 days. But we got a little bleed down resistor to help bleed that off so it doesn't store it.
So this diode right here.
Yes. But I always say never trust these. We are dealing with something that can kill you instantly. Don't trust that this bleeds it down. This could go bad, and that could hold current.
So is that the same current as what this is spitting out? Or
same current as what this is spitting out. They do have this wired in a way that it will act as a voltage doubler, but that's beyond the scope of this video to explain how that works. I would just call this 2,000 volts. That's enough current. 2,000 volts goes into the magnetron.
Got it.
The magnetron, I think the best example or best explanation of a magnetron is to call it a light bulb, because it's taking electric energy and it's turning into light energy. Just light energy that's too low a wavelength for us to see. So now that everything's been explained, let's take a few things apart just to show a little more. Okay, so to take these out, to take this apart, which the only reason to take this apart is this transformer has about $20 worth of recyclable copper inside of it. So if you're throwing out a microwave, it is worth saving the transformer and putting that in a different dump. As far as the capacitor goes, a lot of people, I got some insulated pliers here. I put some extra tape on them just to keep my fingers further away. A lot of people want to stick pliers in like this and short this capacitor. Now I can do this now because this has been unplugged for 2 weeks.
So basically that is to ensure it's discharged.
Right. Yeah. I'd really recommend against shorting these because it can put out a big spark, which can scare you, and the idea can scare you into knocking into something metal, and also because if this can put out a 2 or 3 inch spark, you really think it's not going to go through that thin layer of insulation on your pliers.
Right.
So let's go ahead and disassemble some of this and see what we got. I'll first disconnect the capacitor because that'd be the dangerous thing. And that's separate from the transformer. And then we can disconnect the magnetron. Now remember, this is called a magnetron, not a megatron. Megatron is a different kind of transformer. He's a Decepticon, but we're not doing that. So,
They're tight. All right.
so yeah, you can't really disconnect this stuff, which it's pretty tight. All right, really simple, not a complicated thing. This is a piece of rare earth metal. I think it's beryllium. I'm not sure. Should have looked this up. But if this gets dusty, which over years it'll dust and there'll be a little dust here, that dust is extremely carcinogenic. So if you ever do take one of these apart, be careful with that. You know, you don't want to breathe this. You want to be wearing a dust mask around.
So the older the microwave, the more riskier it is to mess with it.
Definitely. There's 2 large magnets in here, which is why it's called a magnetron. And then this is a conductive surface that makes a grid inside of there. And it's way beyond the scope of this video to say how that produces microwaves. That's quantum mechanics.
Bottom line, put enough voltage,
Out comes microwaves. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, these are not replaceable or usable service. If you do try to replace it, you have to get the exact model numbers.
Mm-hmm. In this case, it's a Frigidaire, so you look up the exact.
Right.
But the point of the video is don't mess with the microwave. This is not a DIY project, so the technicians can do that. Bottom line, if it's out of warranty, throw it out, replace with a new microwave.
Because if you did replace this with a magnetron that had a different output, a different model number, it wouldn't actually heat the food right, because the distance between this and the other side of the microwave has to be a measured exact distance.
Right, like a focal length of a lens.
Exactly. Good explanation. So that's this, and this, as I said before, is the transformer. Mm-hmm. This is the part that we're going to save, because this microwave kind of dead, but I know that I can get like $20 for that at a recycling center.
Right, and that is at least 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's 10 to 20 pounds worth of copper and magnets. There's 2 major coils in here.
Right.
There's a lot of DIY projects you can do with these transformers. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, those are the projects that normally kill people. More electricians have died from playing with these than any other component on the market.
Of course, you're messing with 2,000 volts.
Exactly, you're messing with 2,000 volts.
Yep.
You can pull this center coil out and replace it with something bigger to lower the voltage, make the transformer work the opposite way.
Right. In olden days, machinist shops would, recoil that thing and all that, but nowadays everything is a replacement. So bottom line, all we are saying is magnetron, dangerous because of the carcinogenic properties that comes with it and everything that goes with that. Also, the transformer is super dangerous because of how much high voltage it's spitting out, and the capacitor holds charge like a battery, and it can discharge everything on you within a microsecond, and that can kill you too. So anything in here is dangerous. Please don't try to repair a microwave. It's better to just use the warranty and replace the microwave if you have the warranty. If not, just go get a new microwave and the technicians can handle it. This is not a DIY project, and that is the basic topic of this video, and I hope it was useful, and we will see you in the next video with much more information like this. Subscribe if you like, and also hit a like on this video. I'll see you now.